From inside Ralph Engelstad Arena, it's time for North Dakota Hockey with Dave Hakstol. I'm your host, Dan Hammer. On tonight's show, UND returns to the ice this weekend, hosting Denver in another key NCHC series. And also tonight, we'll take a look at the now completed renovation of the lower level of Ralph Engelstad Arena. Coach, good to be back with you again, and we're in one of the hallways of this beautifully renovated new home to North Dakota Hockey. What a beautiful area here.
Yeah, we're so fortunate to have this and have the renovation complete. Everybody that contributed and worked on the project did an amazing job.
What were the goals as you and your staff and the program looked at this project and what you wanted to come out of it?
Well, we had a couple of goals in mind, but obviously number one on our mind was improving our facility, and refurbishing our facility to have it as the best developmental area, the best spot for our players to spend time, and the best area to develop our team.
Well, I think it certainly is all of that. Let's take a closer look now. Katie Hale is our tour guide.
Hi, I'm Katie Hale, ice side at the Ralph Engelstad Arena. Recently, one of the most prestigious facilities in all of hockey received a $3.5 million upgrade. And here's your exclusive look inside the renovation. The entryway into the new facilities immediately sets the tone by honoring past North Dakota teams and players in their commitment to this program. It also serves as a reminder to both current and future players that once they become a member of the University of North Dakota Hockey program, they become family. Once a person hits ice level, they'll find a hallway with pictures of all the former North Dakota players currently playing in the NHL, the national championship banners, pictures of players from UND who won the Hobie Baker Award, and current team bios. This area was carefully planned as it serves to set the stage for entry into the team facilities. The entrance to the players' area is what the team calls the Jersey Hallway, and it is all about history and tradition. Each jersey showcase tells a story of an era or an individual. It also reminds every person that through these doors walk champions. When Coach Hakstol says it's time to go to work, it often begins right here in the video classroom. The team meets in here throughout the week and utilizes the 80-inch smartboard to run video and game plans, as well as gathers here on game nights prior to the drop of the puck to lay out strategy. Coaches also work with players one-on-one in this classroom to further their development. We're now in the team lounge, which is really the hub of a player's daily life. There's a state-of-the-art kitchen where the team enjoys 3 catered meals a day, a large seating area as well where players can just relax, do homework, or use one of several computers. And it's not all work when the players come to the rink, as the lounge also features a gaming area and a ping pong table. Now, this is the room where very important meetings are held, including when coaches are meeting with a recruit. That's why you see the names of some of the greatest who have played or coached here for this program on the wall. And get this, when they need privacy, immediately outside the locker room is the equipment area, where staff outfit the players with anything they need to succeed. Sticks, tape, gear, you name it, it's here. Should a player suffer an injury, they're in good hands here in the training room that boasts the most up-to-date medical technology. The staff, made up of trainers and a team physician, have 2 private doctor rooms with medical equipment such as X-ray machines, where they can immediately diagnose an injury and begin to make a game plan for recovery. The team locker room also got a complete overhaul, and what resulted was a room unlike any other. The locker room is oval in shape, specifically redesigned so that everyone in here can have eye contact. Each player sits on a leather seat, and the individual cubbies have magnetic skate holders, among other highlights of this custom-designed locker room. Also included in the locker room is a technology center with an 80-inch TV and smartboard where video can be run all throughout the week as well as during games. Past the technology center are dry lockers, showers, and a steam room and hot tub. All throughout the team's facilities are mementos of its rich history, as well as a call to action for its current players to add to the storied tradition.
Dave, is there a bit of an arms race going on these days in college hockey when it comes to facilities?
Well, I think you see that throughout college athletics, but first and foremost, you know, it's all about just trying to provide, you know, the best home for our players that we possibly can, and we feel great about this renovation.
All right, coming up still tonight on North Dakota Hockey with Dave Hakstol, we'll take you inside a UND practice, outside for a pond skate, and also Michael Parks on the topic of puck protection.
North Dakota Hockey with Dave Hakstol on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sioux Shop at Ralph Engelstad Arena, the Greater Grand Forks Convention and Visitors Bureau, Indian Triumph of Fargo, and by Hot Spring Spas and Pool Tables too.
Welcome back. Coach recently wore a wireless mic for us in practice. Let's take a look at the sights and sounds.
Just got to pick your spots from that point. We still want to be aggressive, but
if we dump one down, how far do you want to, like, if we're not changing, how far do you want them? Blue line, maybe?
Yeah, you know what? There's no use chasing, right? Unless you're first on the puck, and even then, eventually you're going to give it up, right?
Yeah.
And then it's 4-on-2. Be talking a little more here, eh, boys? Come on, be talking a little more. Yelling for pucks, little things here. Let's go. Gotta get your liney talking, eh?
Yeah.
He's not calling for any pucks. He's just quiet as a mouse. Get him talking. Get him yelling.
Pogo?
Pogo. Get it and pound it. Get it and pound it. Get it and pound it. Atta boy. Good. We're going clearing with pressure. We're going to keep moving here. We're going 1, then 2, then 3. We'll go 5-on-0 cycle to finish it. So you got to get up ice. All 5 guys get up ice. Next 3 get out to the neutral zone. Starting with 1 forward checker. Let's be clean on this. Like that, I like that. You're a shooter, Odie. You're a shooter. 13's a passer. Okay, we're going to work a drill, all right? Coming out, it's going to be 5 versus 3. So we've got a forward checker from center ice, forward checking a group of 5. We're attacking down ice, 5 versus 3. We've got to take care of the puck. We've got to attack the net. We've got to drive middle lane. Let her go, boys. Like, don't be conservative here. It's practice. Work at it. Let's get lots of movement, lots of motion going offensively, all right? You're getting after it, Drake. You're forward checking, back checking, going hard. Let's go. Who do you got, Green? Who do you got? Who do you got? Good. It's a good back check. Good job. We're coming out of this end. Coming out of this end this time. Parksy, the right play would have been, put it right in my chicklets right there. Appreciate you not doing that. I did that. Yeah, here we go. I think we go short today, Jax. Like, as long as guys are kind of getting the point, let's just go short on it, eh? He's getting pretty good at net front on the power play. Like, that's one area he's getting pretty good.
Yeah, he's over the course of the past 2 years, he's really made a living there.
Yeah. We're ending here. We're ending with this. Let's go one more. Let's go, Pats. Pats, jump in. Once he's got him, he's got to stay with him. Right? You looking at the same thing? That's it for the day, boys. Good work, Dave. Good job.
Coming up next, Michael Parks and Scott Koberinski talk puck protection.
North Dakota Hockey with Dave Hakstol on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sioux Shop at Ralph Engelstad Arena, the Greater Grand Forks Convention and Visitors Bureau, Indian Triumph of Fargo, and by Hot Spring Spas and Pool Tables too.
Senior Michael Parks does some of his best work below the goal line. He shares his approach on ice with Scott Koberinski.
We're here with Michael Parks, forward for the University of North Dakota. We're going to talk a couple things. What he does very well. One thing is puck protection. The second thing is the wraparound. First thing, the puck protection, we're going to throw the puck in the corner. And Michael, you can walk us through what you're thinking as a player. I'll be the defender, and you tell me what you're thinking when I come in and you protect the puck.
All right, so as it goes in first, as I'm approaching the puck, I like to get ahead, get my head around the open ice and see where the defender is.
Gives chase, takes a look to see who's trailing on the play.
And then if I see there's someone on me right away, like you are right now, I like to get over the puck, get my body between you and the puck, and sometimes you might have to absorb a hit, or maybe if the guy's not that close to you, you might be able to get the puck and get your feet moving one way or the other. More often than that, I feel like you have to soak a hit in college hockey, though.
So if I come in,
you come in like
put
that,
you into the body,
might need to use your feet, then I'm trying to push you off.
Push me back so
and
that
then,
now you can
get moving, try to make a play, get your head up.
Second part of it is, if I come in and you got the puck here, if I kind of come in on an angle like this, obviously you're not going to go this way because I've got you.
Yeah,
you get your feet moving, right? And you're going to bring the puck with you. A lot of times it's in your skates, and you can push the puck, and which leads to part two of the segment here. Talk about when you're behind the net. This is where you do some of your best work. You're looking, there's nothing out here. The goaltender's on the short side, and you got to get that puck around quickly. A lot of times what happens if you can't score, that puck comes out into the slot area where your teammates can get a good opportunity. So just walk us through real quick, if I'm on you, the wraparound, what you're looking to do and how you do it.
Well, the first thing, I'm trying to get some separation from you. If I'm going to try a wraparound, I like to have some speed, have my feet going a little bit.
Here's Michael Parks, wraparound! Yes! You knew he was going to the wraparound!
But I think one of the keys is, once I get to about here, I like to try to get my hips open a little bit and get the puck out in front of me so I can really use my reach, and I use a longer stick and get it towards this post as hard as possible.
So the near post, and you made a good point about getting your hips open. Yeah. A lot of times, talk about that and why that's so important.
I think because once I get my hips open, I can get the puck out that much further, and if you can work on getting moving with your hips open like that, then you can really use your reach to your advantage, and you protect the puck at the same time.
Thanks, Michael, for sharing a couple moments with us. 2 important points. 1 is the puck protection. 2 is the wraparound on your forehand side.
Coming up next on North Dakota Hockey with Dave Hakstol, players take to the ice for a fun day of pond hockey.
North Dakota Hockey with Dave Hakstol on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sioux Shop at Ralph Engelstad Arena, the Greater Grand Forks Convention and Visitors Bureau, Indian Triumph of Fargo, and by Hot Spring Spas and Pool Tables too.
Welcome back. Ask UND players where they began playing the game. They'll tell you on the frozen pond.
I don't even know what the score is. A lot to a lot.
On this frozen pond in East Grand Forks, the team takes a break from its normal routine.
Gardini!
For some good old-fashioned fun.
Oh, I grew up on the pond. Yeah. That's where I played most of my puck. My parents built one in the backyard for me on the pond, so. Nice. They had the lights set up out there. Had, good times. So. Oh, are you kidding me?
Yeah!
For nearly every player, pond hockey makes up some of their earliest memories of the sport.
I actually called in sick to practice one day, and it's during winter break, and the next day we were out at the outdoor rink, and my youth coach saw me, and he wasn't too happy. So it was all right, though. We made the most of it. Oh, big shake, score, you're out.
And on this day, forward Colton Sanderson plays goalie.
You ever play goalie? No. It's like the second time I think I've laced up.
He said he was excited to get in there today, so we'll see what he's got.
A lot of cold in Saskatchewan.
I'm kind of scared for my job, to be honest. He's got good movement. Laterally, when he's down, too, he makes the seal pretty well and covers up the lower end of the net. And look at that, he's even pretty athletic, too, poke checking. So he's got everything going.
And goalie Zane McIntyre moves to forward.
Oh, Dino! Second of the night for McIntyre.
You're going to hog the puck, right now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going end-to-end at least 3 times.
One thing I always remember, just down the street from my house, one of my buddies' dad always made a rink similar to this on the pond that they backed onto. Put some boards up at the end. Didn't matter how cold it was, we'd always be out there and then go inside to warm up, and his mom would make some hot chocolate and stuff like that. So. Oh! That's safe. That's been pretty good. Yeah, go!
The afternoon of pond hockey wraps up a bye week for the team, and a good diversion before it turns its attention to a key series with Denver.
We used to have a pond in my community there, and my dad's friend, he'd always make a rink, and it was real cool. It's kind of my first memories of skating.
Dave, back at it this weekend. Crazy race going on in the league. 5 points separating the top 5 teams, and you've got Denver this weekend.
Yeah, this league race is as tight as it ever has been, and as tight as you can imagine. But I think we probably knew that coming into this year. Yeah. It's a great race. We start this stretch run against one of the teams that's right in the thick of things, and that's Denver University.
You split with Denver out in Denver earlier this season. What kind of series are you expecting this weekend?
Well, probably, I think both teams probably are improving and doing things even a little bit better than they were back at that point in time. But that was a back-and-forth series, highly competitive, a lot of pace to the series, not much time and space with the puck. So I would expect more of the same. I think that's a common theme within our league.
You talk about two teams that have very skilled offensive-minded defensemen. It's one thing you and Denver share in common.
Yeah, you know, both groups, you know, both sides get up ice pretty well, but, you know, maybe lost in the shuffle there, I think also is the defensive side of both teams, not just the D-cores. Good goaltending, good defensive structure, and I think both teams take a lot of pride in their play without the puck.
As you said, it begins the true stretch run in the race for the Penrose Cup. Good luck this weekend, Dave. We'll recap the series next week here on the show. We're back with some final thoughts next.
North Dakota Hockey with Dave Hakstol on Midco Sports Network is presented by Sioux Shop at Ralph Engelstad Arena, the Greater Grand Forks Convention and Visitors Bureau, Indian Triumph of Fargo, and by Hot Spring Spas and Pool Tables, too.
North Dakota enters the weekend number 2 in the pairwise rankings, and the NCHC continues to flex its muscles with 5 of the top 9 teams in the important pairwise, including Denver, which is at the Ralph this weekend. You'll see both games live on Midco Sports Network, 7:30 on Friday, 7 o'clock on Saturday. Join me, Scott Koberinski, and Katie Hale. Thanks for watching North Dakota Hockey with Dave Hakstol.